Well, Disco may be a little shorter than our last guest. He actually has 15 pounds on Blue. He is a big guy for his size. He's all muscle. This is Disco, and he's about 4 years old. He is one of our Terrier mixes. He is the last of our low riders. We had 3 dogs of about this size and shape. And he is the last one available. Both Froggy and Callie have been adopted. So he's looking for his forever home. He is a very energetic guy. He's very playful. He's very affectionate too. He'll sit right in your lap once he's kind of run off some of his energy. But because of his build and his, the way his face and things are, he is not built for like a hiking companion. He's like a run around in the yard, do a couple zoomies, and then take a nap. He's also not built for things like extreme heat, leaving him outside for long periods of time, just because, he has a shorter face. He's, doesn't have that ability because of his stockiness and stuff like that to cool off as well. So we want to make sure that he's not going to have heat stroke or anything like that. So just keeping those types of things in mind if you want to make Disco part of your family. I did take him to an event, and overall he did pretty well in terms of interactions with people and strangers. There was a table next to us, and they quickly became his hype crew for a while, and they were like, hey, Disco's available, and he loved them, and he played with them. He did really well, cuddling, meeting new people in that regard. He enjoyed that interaction. Because he is so short, he did struggle getting in and out of the van, so he did need a boost. So if you don't want to have to lift your dog in and out of the car, you might consider getting some little steps or a ramp. They do make those available commercially for dogs, or you can make those things yourself. But he did have trouble kind of jumping in that kind of situation. He tried, he just didn't have the ups for it. He is just a fantastic dog, and I really enjoy him. He's super funny, but he is strong, so you want to make sure, don't look at his size and think that, oh, he's going to be like, super, he's not going to pull or anything like that. He definitely has some muscle and puts that behind him when he's moving around.
Yes, he does. So Disco has a common fear among dogs. What's that?
So Disco is not into the loud noises. He can be a little bit fearful of just new situations in general sometimes, some new things. But if he hears noises, that definitely startles him. That's actually how he acquired his name. They were processing him, and he heard like a noise, and he kind of froze and startled, and so he became Panic at the Disco. So that's how he acquired his name. Sometimes when the other dogs on the dog floor are really loud, you can see it in his face that he's a little nervous, a little anxious about all of the noise. And then at that event, because it was a lot of like law enforcement, they were doing some like they had a small cannon or something like that, and they kept shooting it off, and that really startled him. And because they were doing it, fairly continuously, he just never really recovered. So he's not a dog that you're going to take out with you on the 4th of July or by any means. You definitely want to do some research into what you can do, and there's going to be a lot of those, loud noises going on to make him more comfortable. But it's a common dog problem, so there's a lot of information out there on things that you can do to make him feel more comfortable, whether that's music or a thunder shirt or any of those types of things. If you are interested in making Disco part of your family, and you can help him avoid things like fireworks and all of that stuff, you can go to visitfcac.as.me to make an appointment to meet him.